Did you know that India is going to be the leading country which would be providing skilled knowledge workers for the world by the year 2010? Did you know that millions of knowledge workers will be required in the industry? And do you know that you can be one of those skilled knowledge workers for whom the sky will be the limit? Every year, 3 to 3.5 million graduates pass out from about 6,000 colleges in our country. But most of them find it difficult to get a job or begin some business of their own. This is mainly because today the market trend demands some kind of professional skills along with the graduation degree. This pressing need to address the issue of employability gave birth to an initiative in the form of Global Talent Track.
In order to identify what are the relevant competencies we need to build in our young people, we have been interacting with a variety of industries, industry associations like NASSCOM, CII and others. And therefore, the program that Global Talent Track has come up with is based on where is this gap which requires to be filled, and how do we ensure that those students who go through the programs of Global Talent Track would have the right skills as expected by the industry.
India is looking for a situation where there is 100% employability. And employability will happen when every young Indian can walk up to an employer and say with confidence, I am ready, you don't have to train me, and what I've learned in the last 21 years will make me perform on the job.
I think it's the combination of these two that is what the world needs today. You need a strong foundation, a good education, a perspective, a universality, which is the word university comes from. And then you need that narrowness, that specificity, that specialization which training gives you. But ideally, one is done by a public funded institution that provides you all the good things which you need as a basic foundation. And the second is market oriented, which is responsive, quick, enables you to get a job immediately in the marketplace, which is best done by a private entity or an independent entity that is market responsive.
Global Talent Track has chosen to use technology as a key method of delivering content. The partnership of Global Talent Track, Cisco and the University of Pune will blend classroom learning with virtual classrooms and expert support through interactive modes. Virtual classrooms covering huge distances through the use of WebEx are being planned. With this technology, students from anywhere in the world will be able to pursue these courses as per their convenience.
But what we'd now like to bring to the partnership with GTT and Pune is really leading edge virtual classroom content management technology to use in the University of Pune. We see this deploying over a very wide area. We see it being followed in a relatively short space of time with even newer technologies.
Global Talent Track is a perfect combination of cutting-edge technology, world-class content and close linkages with the industry. With an advisory board made up of thought leaders such as Kiran Karnik, Dr. Ganesh Natarajan, Dr. Ashok Kolaskar, General Mehta, Dr. Kiran Datar, Rumi Contractor and Dr. Robert Eccles, Global Talent Track is set on a mission to change your lives. The well-researched teaching methods, proficient faculty for training, on-the-job projects, and employability index will ensure that employability is not a problem anymore for the student of the 21st century.
If you look at the growth of the Indian IT and BPO industry, it's actually been because of our education system. But I think the opportunities that we have ahead are pretty large. While the current education system has supported us quite well, we still need interventions. Today the industry spends a huge amount of effort and time to train up the best in class in their own facility. But as we grow further, I think this is going to become even more difficult. So we have a whole education initiative required, which is actually underway. It's talking about adding additional capacity. It's about upgrading existing colleges. It's about faculty development programs. But while all this would take time, it is necessary that we have interventions at this point for people that we have today. So I think in between people joining the industry and their current academic program, I think within that system there is need for interventions. There are several models that can be worked out. The model could be that since the educational institutions already have infrastructure, right, that infrastructure could be leveraged, and those interventions can happen within the colleges as extra interventions to the curriculum. And this could happen outside through finishing schools where people get through specialized training so they are better prepared to take jobs. And we feel that this is to happen not only in the IT area but also in BPO. Just for example, if you look at people passing out from BCom and the transaction processing is known, I think we need interventions at that level so that they are much better prepared for the industry. And I think this would mean that everybody gains. I think the academia produces people who are better equipped for jobs. I think the students gain because of their employability, and I think the industry gains enormously because you now have industry-ready people. So we need to work on all these initiatives at the same time, and it is good to see that there are many initiatives on. We were at Pune University today and we found that they have tied up with GTT for similar interventions, and hopefully these programs can be scaled because while we can make difference at a one university level, we need to take it across both engineering and normal degree colleges. So we're very excited that there are many people coming forward for these interventions. So not only focusing on the changes of the curriculum and getting reforms in education, these interventions I think would be holding the industry in good stead in the long term.
Hi friends, I'm Anuradha. I'm a BCA graduate from St. Aloysius College, Mangalore. After I completed my BCA, I was hunting for a job and I wanted to be placed in a good company and I wanted to be in a successful position. And that's when I got to know about GTT. I got to know about GTT through a campaign which was done in our college. Me and my friends thought we'll give it a shot, and we underwent voice and accent as well as technical training, and immediately after the training we got placed in EDS Mangalore, and the training was really worth it. The trainers were very friendly and knowledgeable, and after the voice and accent training, I can say I've grown more confident, and I'm able to speak in front of a group of people now. And the technical training was very informative, and I was all set to go for the job. And I started off as a level 1 agent in EDS, and within a span of 1 month, I got promoted to level 2 as an RDM. And I really give the credit to GTT for this. The technical training was really helpful, and GTT has a different approach in the way they teach. It is not like any other institute where you would have to take around 6 months of training to complete the same type of course. In GTT, we completed the training in just about 1 month, and we were all set to go for the job. Thank you, GTT.